Everyone, I'm Christina and today I'm going to start another new project analysis, and this time around it's Lentor Central. So from the name you can know that Lentor Central obviously is going to be at Lentor, which is like a new township which is somewhere close to Ang Mo Kio. Okay, so this preview is going to start on the 21st of February, and if let's say you are interested to get a unit there, you can actually book the unit starting from 8th of March. Okay, I have also added different timestamps from the different layout, so feel free to toggle the timestamp to the layout that interests you. So now let's begin with the project. So of this project, Lentor Central is the 6th project that is launched in the new Lentor Township, and it consists of 2 blocks. So one block is with 28 story, and then the second block is with 27 story. And most importantly, right, there is this one childcare center that is going to be open within Lentor Central. So from this, you can see this project, right, is very family oriented. So the address will be 18 Lentor Central and 20 Lentor Central. It is a 99 years leasehold project, and the expected LP, meaning the collection that you're ready to move in, is 1st August 2028. But of course, this is like a non-commitment basis. That means it's not confirmed yet. But developer has already mentioned it's not going to be later than 1st of August 2030. And of course, for this Lentor Central, you can see here a total number of 477 units, and the number of parking lot here is 1:1. So there is 477 parking lot. That means each unit has 1 parking lot. So this is very good. And of course, there is 4 basement accessible lot and also 80 bicycle lot. Okay, so this is the artist impressions on Lentor Central, but artist impressions is all going to be beautiful, right? So I'm not going to dwell too much onto it. I'm going to talk about the location. Okay, so now is on the locations for Lentor Central. So just now I already mentioned that Lentor Central is going to be in the new township of Lentor. So this is Lentor Central. So in this new Lentor township, right, the first project that was launched is actually this Lentor Modern, but it's fully sold. It is an integrated project, which means it has MRT and shopping center within the development itself. And the next launch that is in this Lentor township, right, is Hillock Green here, and followed by Lentor Hill Residence. Then it's Lentor Real here. So for the first 4 project, right, is actually launched before harmonization. So this is a pre-harmonization project, meaning the layout all includes the aircon ledges and all the void area into your floor size area. After that, Lentor Mansion here, and of course the new launch that I'm going to share with you today, the Lentor Central, they are post-harmonizations project, meaning the developer can no longer include the aircon ledge, the void area into your floor size area. So the area is all livable area for you. Okay, so one thing special about this Lentor Central is that it's going to be the tallest with 28 story in the whole of Lentor Township here. And you can see from here, the Lentor Modern is highest is 25th floor, followed by Hillock Green is 22nd. The highest floor is the 23rd floor for Lentor Hill. And for Lentor Mansion, the highest floor is at level 16, and Lentor Real with the highest floor is at level 17. So you can see from at this point of time, Lentor Central is really the highest at level 28. Okay, but I do have to let my viewer know that there will be another 4 plots of land that's coming up, which one that I labeled here is going to be right in front of Lentor Central, and the plot ratio here, right, is at 2.8, which is actually exactly the same as Lentor Central. So even though the developer mentioned that at this moment of time, Lentor Central is going to be the highest building in the whole the Lentor new township, right? But if let's say there is another new launches that are coming up here, I believe that the level is going to be somehow similar to Lentor Central as well. So a lot of my clients, they ask me that since Lentor Central being the 6th project that is going to be launched in this Lentor township, right, so is it going to be like oversupply? But you can see from the past project, right, they are all almost sold, already sold out. So you can see there is like quite a pent-up demands in this area here. Okay, and for the location wise, right, it is actually very ideal. Lentor Central is 3 minutes walk to the Lentor MRT, which is here. Okay, so for Lentor MRT, right, it is Thomson East Coast Line. It's just 8 stops away from the Orchard MRT. You can see it is very close to the city. And of course, if let's say you drive, the new North-South corridor is just 5 minutes away from the Lentor Central. This is expected to be ready latest by 2027. And with this new north-south corridor, right, it can save your time driving from Lentor Central to town, right, by 10 to 15 minutes. And of course, you're also close proximity to the SLE and also the CTE. So next, let's talk about the schools. So what are the primary schools that is like near Lentor Central? One, of course, is Anderson Primary. Second is the CHIJ St. Nicholas Girls' School, and followed by Mayflower Primary School. So for Anderson Primary School and CHIJ St. Nicholas Girls' School, right, when I did a check, it's somewhere it falls around the edge of like 1 kilometer towards the 2 kilometer. So I believe that there will be certain blocks that will fall within the 1 kilometer radius, and there will be another block that is fall out of the 1 kilometer radius. So for this, before you buy a unit there, do check on the distance. Of course, next is where are you going to eat and dine. So obviously there will be Lentor Modern, which is here. There'll be a small shopping mall underneath the Lentor Modern, or otherwise I mentioned that it's actually very close to Ang Mo Kio, so you can also have your shopping and dining done at Ang Mo Kio Hub and also Thomson Plaza. Okay, so next is the site plan. So you can see this whole site plan, right? Lentor Central consists of 2 blocks, so 27 story here, and then for block 18 is with 28 story. Because this block 20 is built on elevated ground, right? So this 27 story is actually higher than this 28 story. So for this configuration, right, towards the south facing here is actually towards the hillock. So towards the north here, at this point of time, is facing an empty plot of land. But on the URA map, we do see that it is actually allocated for residential. So we do not know when it's going to have new project launch there. But for now, it is empty plot of land. So you can see for this project, right, there is tennis court and there is like a lot of pool. So you have a 50-meter lap pool here and also a 25-meter lap pool here. This lap pool here, I have no idea how long it will be. But from this chart here, you can see that it's going to be longer than the 25-meter lap pool. Okay, and of course, there is also like a spa pool here. Yeah. Just now I mentioned that there will be a childcare, right? So the childcare will be below this tennis court here. So from this site plan, you can see that the developer has put in a lot of effort in designing and planning with a lot of like playing pools and childcare center to attract families to come and stay in this project. So next is the unit distribution. These 2 blocks, right? Each block will have 9 units here, consists of 1 bed plus study, all the way to a 4-bedroom unit. You can see here on both level 14 will be a sky garden. So just now I mentioned, right, for block 20, because it's built on the elevated ground, right, for level 27, right, it's actually higher than the level 28 for block 18. Okay, so you can see the bottom will have the basement car park. Okay, so now I tabulate all the 1 to 4 bedroom. So for 1 bedroom, there will be a total of 55 units. And for 2 bedroom, a total of 210 units. 3 and 4 bedroom are both 106 units. Okay, so for 1 bedroom, it will be like 11.5% for the whole of project. And for bedroom 2, it's going to be 44%. So total, right, 1 to 2 bedroom will take up to about 55% of the project. And then for 3 and 4 will take up 45% of the whole project. It's like half towards the rental side and half is towards the family side. So beside that, I also placed the estimated maintenance charge that is going to be implemented for each of the individual floor plan. Okay, so now we are going to start the analysis for 1 bedroom. Now we are going to do the Lentor Central 1 bedroom analysis. So from this slide here, you can see that there is currently 2 sizes here, namely the 463 square feet and also the 581 square feet. So there will be more unit of the 463 square feet because it's 1 bedroom unit, and there is only 2 units of a 581 because it is a 1 bed plus study unit, and it's only going to be like at stack 5 and stack 14 here. So most of the 1 bedroom here is going to be at stack 11, which is here, the pool facing, and stack 6, which is currently an empty plot of land, which potentially could be another future project that's going to be launched there. So from this 1 bedroom unit that you can see here, right, it's actually a very typical layout. One thing to highlight is that you can see that the sizes here, 463 is actually smaller as compared to most of the other launches out there. So it means, right, is that it's going to be launched at a very affordable quantum, meaning it could be just like below 1 mil or maybe slightly above 1 mil. It is going to be very attractive for investor out there because it will give you higher rental yield since that it brings down your purchase price. So next we're going to talk about the whole of the Lentor. What is the one bedroom supply here? So when I did a calculation and add up all the one bedroom in the whole of the Lentor now, it's only at about 7.4%. Okay, let's do a comparison with some of the other estates. So now I'm showing you the supply of one bed and one bed plus study in the Hougang area. So you can see it take up about 20% of the whole Hougang area, right? As compared to Lentor currently is at 7.4%. So I would say it is still manageable to get into a one bedroom in the Lentor area. One bedroom and one bed plus study in the whole of the Lentor area. So there is currently 182 units out of the total of 2,477 units, which tabulates to be 7.4% of the whole of the Lentor area. Around the Lentor area, they are mostly the landed area here. There's only 52 units of one bedroom in Meadow at Pierce and 95 units of one bedroom in the Panorama. And there is no one bedroom at Thomson Grand. So currently in the whole of the new Lentor township, right, there's only like 7.4% of one bedroom as compared to Hougang, which is like 20%. So as usual, I'm going to do an estimated rental yield for the investor out there who is interested in getting a unit here at Lentor Central. So the case study that I'll be using, of course, is the Meadow at Pierce because it's the closest to the Lentor township. So you can see for the one bedroom in that project there, right, the average rental is about 2,009, okay? And the average two bedroom is commanding at about 3,400 per month. So now we do a comparison. When I do a comparison in the whole of the Lentor area, right, I feel like the main direct competitions will come from Lentor Mansions 2-bed 1-bath unit. Reason being, the square feet size is actually very close to Lentor Central 1-bedroom. Okay, so now that I do a calculation, assuming I'm interested in getting a unit here, and during the launch day I purchased it for 2003 PSF, that really means it's going to be just slightly above 1 mil because of its smaller in size. And given that I can rent out about 2009 based on the Meadows at Pierce rental, the rental yield works out to be 3.3%. When Lentor Mansion was launched, the average purchase price is at 1.217 mil. And given that the average rental is at 3.46, you can see that the rental yield is actually 3.4. But of course, now at this moment, Lentor Mansion 2-bed 1-bath unit has already sold out. So for investor out there who is interested in getting a unit in the Lentor area, you can consider Lentor Central 1-bedroom unit because it's going to give you similar rental yield anyway. So now I'm going to do a sharing on Lentor Central 2-bedroom. So let's begin. Like Lentor Mansions that start off with 2-bed 1-bath, Lentor Central start with 2-bed 2-bath and namely with two sizes. It's 678 square feet and also 689 square feet. So you can see from this layout here, the 689 square feet is actually a traditional layout and is on stack 18, which is here facing the pool. So it's facing the south side. Same thing for the 10, which is a dumbbell layout, also facing the pool inward side. There's also another dumbbell layout, stack 1, also facing the pool but is towards the south side. So you know, if let's say you were to fit the south side, is currently a Hillock Park, and for those that is facing the north side, is going to be a potential residential project in the future. Okay, but at this point of time, it's going to be an empty plot of land. Okay, so you can see the 2-bedroom arrangement is actually very nicely designed. They all have like kitchens, enclosed kitchens. Okay, as compared to maybe like those projects that's around them, there's actually a kitchenette, which is like an open kitchen concept, which I will share the floor plans in my next slide. Okay, but for now, one glance you can see that the traditional layout is actually the one that has the least number of units at 26 units here, whereas for the dumbbell, the total number is 51 units. So if let's say you were to get a unit here, do consider getting into a more rare layout. So now from this slide, you can see I have placed 3 other projects here. So why I actually do so, right, is because I feel that these 3 layouts is actually not so comparable to the Lentor. Lentor Central has an enclosed kitchen, whereas for this layout here, although they are like 2-bed 2-bath, but they are mostly kitchenette concept. So it's an open kitchen. If let's say we were to do a direct comparison, it's actually not too fair. So in my next slide, I actually put a more comparable layout, which I feel that is direct competitions to the Lentor Central 678 square feet. So now I actually put the other two floor plans which I feel that is comparable to Lentor Central 678 square feet layout. So why I actually put that, you can see, is that their square feet is actually almost similar, but one thing to mention is that Lentor Modern and Lentor Hill Residence, they are all pre-harmonization. So it's like after you deduct the AC ledge, right, their sizes is actually almost same. So you can see both of the Lentor Modern and Lentor Hill, they both have enclosed kitchen here. And one thing to highlight for Lentor Hill is that it has a glass panel here, which I feel that is an added advantage because the kitchen is going to be very bright because all the lights will come in from here, okay? As compared to Lentor Central, which is like an enclosed kitchen, and even though here there is a one glass panel here, but I feel that the light source will not be able to reach into the kitchen as easy as compared to this Lentor Hill here. And for Lentor Modern, I also feel that it is actually a very nice layout because the developer has managed to squeeze in a flexi here, which can be act as a storage or a study area. So currently Lentor Modern 732 square feet and Lentor Hill 678 square feet are both sold out. So if you are keen with this layout, you probably have to wait for the resale, or otherwise you can look into Lentor Central 678 square feet, which is also comparable to these two floor plans. And one thing I actually noticed very interesting for the Lentor New Township, right, is that wherever there is like a new launch, the price that they are going to launch on that day is going to be almost the same as the first day launch for the previous project. Okay, so meaning if let's say you can see Lentor Modern here transacted at 1.35 to 1.67, you roughly can gauge that the Lentor Central 2-bed 2-bath units, right, is going to launch around the same price. And if let's say you were to compare with like the recent launches, right, you can see that 2-bed 2-bath, right, has already gone way up to like 1.5, 1.6. And if let's say they are going to launch maybe at 1.35 or like 1.4, I think Lentor Central 2-bed 2-bath, this particular layout here, is going to sell like a hotcake. Okay, and one good thing for this Lentor Central, right, is that we have a basis of comparison. So now that we know that Lentor Modern has already sold around the range of 1.35 to 1.67, and for Lentor Hill is 1.36 to 1.52, I feel that if let's say on the launch date you can get anything that is like below 1.6, it's actually a steal for you. I think it's a no-brainer that you can actually enter Lentor Central 678 at a very safe price. Anything that is below like 1.6, you can actually consider, because people has already accepted at this price, and there are people buying at 1.67 mil for a 2-bed 2-bath at Lentor Modern. Let's say you buy at like 1.5 and next time you want to sell at like 1.67, is it doable? It is doable because people has already accepted this price at this point of time. And given that at this point of time, other launches has already transacted at like what, 1.5, 1.6 on the starting launch. If let's say they are going to launch on the very first day at like 1.4, I feel that it's actually a steal, so you should really grab it. Okay, so let's move on. So now we are going to deep dive into Lentor Central 2-bedroom plus study layout. So from my slide here, although you can see there is like 4 layout, but there is actually only like 2 sizes, namely the 786 square feet and also the 797 square feet. So for this 786 square feet, right, you can see is the stack 14, which is here, and also stack 15, which is here. They are both facing towards the south side, which is the Hillock Park. And there is also one more stack, which is here at stack 5. This is towards the current empty plot of land. And of course, the bigger 2-bed plus study 797 is here, facing inwards, pool view facing. Okay, so this 797 square feet, when you do a direct comparison, there's actually no much significant difference to this 786 square feet. So if let's say you were to buy it into this 2-bed plus study, which could be for potential HDB upgraders in the area near this Lentor, right? I feel that you actually do not need to top up the additional for this 797 square feet. Then now we're going to deep dive into the 786 square feet. So we compare this 3 786 square feet layout side by side, right? I would prefer this layout here. Why? Reason being, their enclosed kitchen, this whole thing here, right, is a glass panel, which means there will be a lot of lights that's coming in through from this glass panel as compared to the side here, which is only like here, which I think that no much light can actually reach here lah. So among this 4 layout, I actually prefer this Stack 4 and Stack 15 the most, because you will have a brighter kitchen side by side. So one is also Hillock Green at 753 square feet and Lentoria at 732 square feet. So you can see actually not much of a difference. Hillock Green being the dumbbell layout and also have like enclosable kitchen. But the difference is that the study is actually in front here, so it can be act as like a storage. Whereas for this Lentor Central here, the study is actually behind the kitchen. Okay, so it can still be a storage lah, but this is quite interesting is because like it can actually enter the toilets here. So maybe you can convert it into like a room, but it will be funny because when your guests come in, right, if let's say they want to use the toilet, they have to go through the bedroom. If let's say you convert this study as a bedroom lah. But other than that, I feel that the study, right, multiple usage lah. Maybe half of it you can use it as like for kitchen storage, so it is flexible. As compared to Lentoria 732 square feet, this is a traditional layout and open kitchen. So I would feel that Lentor Central enclosed kitchen will have more preference as compared to Lentoria. Then maybe the direct competitions will come from Hillock Green. So it just depends on whether the buyer will prefer the study to be like near the entrance or behind the kitchens and has the access to the toilet here. So now in this slide here, you can see I actually placed Lentor Mansion 3-bedroom compact 786 square feet next to Lentor Central 2-bed plus study side by side for you to compare. Okay, so Lentor Mansions being the first to launch after the harmonization ruling, right? We initially thought that the developer will start building smaller and smaller unit, okay? But actually it's not true in the recent launches that we see. Like there are some layout that developer actually built bigger and bigger instead. So congrats to the Lentor Mansions buyer who actually bought into this 3-bedroom compact, because 786 square feet has decent 3-bedroom, whereas for Lentor Central Residence, right, this 786 square feet only has 2-bedroom and 1 study. So I feel that the competitions in the possible future resale market, right, will come mainly from this Lentor Mansion 3-bedroom here, okay, because it has 3-bedroom, whereas for Lentor Central it's only 2-bed plus a study. And you can see that for this Lentor Mansion 3-bedroom compact, right, it has already transacted 1.7 to 1.9, which based on the size, I feel that Lentor Central 2-bed plus study will also start from around this pricing here. So Lentor Central 2-bed plus study is in a very awkward positions because of this Lentor Mansion 3-bedroom compact that this developer has managed to squeeze in 3-bedroom in a 786 square feet. So for buyer who is interested into buying into Lentor Central 2-bed plus study, maybe you can think a bit, consider getting a 3-bedroom Lentor Central, which later I'm going to share with you. It's very nice layout. Okay, so what is my top choice for the 2-bedroom layout for the whole of Lentor Central? Of course, I will choose the one with traditional layout because there's only 25 units of that. Okay, and one thing is that traditional layout with enclosable kitchen is extremely rare in the whole of Lentor area. You can see in the whole of Lentor area, right, there is a total of 718 dumbbell layout and only 249 that is traditional layout. Okay, and given that it is still an enclosed kitchen, this is really very rare. So this is definitely my top choice for the 2-bedroom. So now we are going to Lentor Central 3-bedroom analysis. So for Lentor Central 3-bedroom comparer, there's currently only one size, one floor plan. It's at 915 square feet at stack 7 and 12, which is here towards the facing the empty plot of land, and 7 here also facing towards the empty plot of land. So now based on this floor plan that we can see is actually a very nice floor plan here. First, it has enclosed kitchen, and also this whole panel here will be a glass panel, which means that all the lights can come in and the kitchens will be very bright even in the day, that you do not need to on the lights when you go into the kitchens. And you can see that all the bathrooms has a window, and they also have a window along the corridor. So it means that this house here is very brightly lit even in the day. And with 915 square feet, I feel that it is going to be launched at a very decent quantum. High chance that I feel that they will be launching at 2,200 PSF, and that will translate to around like 2 mil. Prediction is right about developer is going to launch the first day price of the previous project. There might be a chance that they will be launching at around like 2,001 PSF or even 2,000 PSF. If let's say they were to launch at 2,000 PSF, it means that is going to be at 1.83 mil, which is really a steal in today's market for new launch. Okay, let's do a comparison of the 3-bedroom compact of other project. I have put the 3-bedroom layout of the other project side by side for you to do a comparison. So I feel that this is just a very normal comparison, even though that their kitchens here has like a window, but I feel that it's going to be dark because there is only like one small panel of windows here and also here, so like light cannot reach in like the Lentor Central here, which they have like the whole glass panel. Yeah, so the kitchens for Lentor Central definitely will be a better layout as compared to Hillock Green Lentorial. Here I actually put the comparable analysis for the 3-bedroom for other projects in the area. So this 3-bedroom are all sold out, but each of this 3-bedroom right has a better benefit of feature. So let's look at Lentor Modern 969 square feet. Okay, even though their kitchens right have a window that is like here, but it's going to be dark because it's only this small panel of windows as compared to Lentor Central, this whole white piece of glass panel. But one thing is that at 969 square feet, right, the developer has managed to squeeze in a flexi here. Okay, so it's in a way like the developer have managed to squeeze in like additional storeroom for this 969 square feet at Lentor Modern, which I feel that there are buyers who actually prefer a layout with a storage space. So now to Lentor Hill, you can see that the kitchen will be bright, and here there will be a glass panel, but here got very weird DV box located there. So as compared to Lentor Central, which is like the whole glass panel, I feel that the lights will not go into the Lentor Hills kitchens that easily lah. Okay, kitchens. So same thing, their kitchens also have windows, but unlike Lentor Central, which has the glass panel that allowed full lights to come in, so for Lentor Mansion, they actually don't have a door lah. So in a way, it's kind of like a open kitchen concept. Maybe you can build like a glass panel here, but it will be very weird because your fridge will be like outside here. But of course, with Lentor Mansion's 90 square feet, one of the better advantage that they have is that the developer managed to squeeze in a flexi room here. So it's actually more comparative to Lentor Central here. Let's say I'm right about developer launch the first day price the same as the last project first day price, then high chance that I feel that Lentor Central will be launching at about 1.9 mil, which I feel that if really that were to happen, would be a very safe entry for buyer who is buying into Lentor Central 915 square feet. So if let's say the prices is anything that is below like 2.15, I feel that Lentor Central 915 square feet, you can actually buy into it because it will be a very safe entry price. Because currently for Lentor Mansion, people has already bought into 2.15 mil. So anything that's below that is very safe. So now on to Lentor Central 3-bedroom 1076 square feet layout. Okay, there is only one layout here, but with 2 stacks. So on stack 17 here, which will face the empty plot of land for now, and also stack 2, which will face the hill lot. Okay, so from this layout here, right, you can see it's actually pretty much the same. But as compared to the previous one, it has a bigger kitchen with a yard now and a WC, and also this glass panel kitchen, which is going to be very bright. And one thing quite weird is that they have this RC ledge here, but I think it shouldn't be anything of a concern because this RC ledge is going to be in the kitchen and also the bathroom here, which will be unsightly since we won't be at the area most of the time. Difference between the smaller 3-bedroom as compared to this bigger 3-bedroom, right, is about 161 square feet. And if we were to use 100 PSF as a calculation, it will top up of 338k, right? You probably will get a bigger kitchen, a yard, a WC, and that's about it. So now I have placed all the Lentor Central 3-bedroom side by side. So just now I have already mentioned that from the smaller bedroom to the biggest bedroom is 161 square feet, and that tabulates to about 338k top up. So generally, I feel that the top up is not really quite worth it. So of course, my top choice is going to be 915 square feet. Reason being, this house is very decently planned, like with bathroom having a windows, the bathroom will be ventilated, and also the kitchens also have windows and glass panels, so even in the day, the kitchens will be very bright. And also not forget to mention that the corridor here also have like this small L shape, will also ensure that it will have like more privacy as compared to the other layout. So if you were to ask me, if let's say to top up maybe a 300 plus K to the premium, is it worth it? Honestly, I feel that you shouldn't be doing that. Another reason for that, right, is because this Lentor Central 3-bedroom and the 4-bedroom, right, the sizes are very comparable. Okay, so here, this is the Lentor Central 3-bedroom premium layout versus the 4-bedroom layout. So you can see that as compared to just now, the smaller 3-bedroom, the difference is 161 square feet. For this here, 3-bedroom premium to 4-bedroom is only 108 square feet difference. And if let's say we were to multiply by about 2000 PSF, right, the difference is only 221k difference. This 221k difference is going to add into the master bedroom with walk-in wardrobe or a bigger and longer wardrobe, and also an additional room here. You can consider the 4-bedroom because like a difference of 108 square feet, you can get an additional room and also a master bedroom with a longer wardrobe or like a walk-in wardrobe. So you can decide. So now I'm going to do the Lentor Central 4-bedroom analysis. Lentor Central 4-bedroom, the smallest 4-bedroom starts from 1184 square feet, and I feel that it's a very decent size to have 1184 square feet for a 4-bedroom. Developer has very cleverly included, can you see, this master bedroom here with a longer wardrobe, and also here the developer managed to squeeze in like a walk-in wardrobe. Okay, given at 1184 square feet, right, you multiply by 2001 PSF, it's going to be at 2.4 mil, maybe like a 2.5. And if let's say the developer is kind enough to launch at 2000 PSF, which I feel that high chance they will do that, is going to be below 2.4. So now Lentor Central 4-bedroom premium. So I feel that this premium, right, is for people who is willing to top up extra for the layout difference. Okay, because as compared to just now the 1184, this is going to be like an additional top up of around 400 plus K to get additional storage, a yacht, very big kitchens with glass panel here. And of course, not forget to mention the landscape living room, which is going to be 5.3 meters. It's super long, okay? And of course, your bedroom here will also have Jack and Jill bathroom arrangement. And even your 4-bedroom also have like direct attached bathroom. So as compared to just now the 4-bedroom, this 4-bedroom is going to have attached bathroom for all the rooms. The bedroom will also have the walk-in closet. So based on this floor plan, it is actually the top of the top kind of floor plans, okay? So now let's do a comparison to the nearby project. I have pulled out the neighbor projects that I feel that is comparable to the Lentor Central 4-bedroom premium. So in the middle is the Hillock Green at 1346 square feet, and on the right is Lentor Hill Residence at 1399 square feet. Okay, so one thing to mention is that all these 4 layouts have the landscape living room. You can see here, they are all very white landscapes. So with white landscape living room, right, is going to give your guests a very wow feeling when they walk into your house. Okay, just to mention that for Lentor Central, the additional benefit is that beside the landscape living room, right, you also have this L-shaped entrance which give you more privacy. You have 2 storage here, 1 storage here and also a home shelter. And not forget to mention, they also have like a kitchen storage here. So in total, it will be like a 3 storage in this layout here. And also, this is going to be like one of the best 4-bedroom layout, the Lentor Estate. Another thing Lentor Central layout is better compared to Hillock Green and Lentor Hill is that Lentor Hill and Hillock Greens are pre-harmonizations project, meaning the void area, all this will be included, right? And also, not forget to mention this metal thing that is like to support the window here, that you can see this small white thing here. And for Lentor Hill, they also have it here. Okay, I really don't know why the developer has to do this, but for the Lentor Central, they do not have such issue. If let's say you have already gotten into this unit in Hillock Green and Lentor Hill Residence, you probably will have customized your furniture to fit into the room because metal steel thing that is like installed to support the windows. Okay, so Lentor Central, which 4-bedroom would be a better investment choice? Okay, so I have pulled out the data from Jadescape 4-bedroom. So for the 1259, which is a portrait, that means it's a smaller living room layout, right? The ROI is about 139% to 149%, whereas for the 4-bedroom with a landscape layout is 141%. Honestly, I feel that for Lentor Central 1184, the layout, right, is actually a very nice layout, and because of its size at 1184, the quantum is going to be very, very, very attractive. So if you were to ask me, I would choose the smaller 4-bedroom. Unless you are someone who doesn't mind paying the extra premium for the additional benefits for the 4-bedroom premium, I would feel that the smaller 4-bedroom in Lentor Central would be a better choice for most of the investor or homestay owner out there. So I've come to the end of my Lentor Central project analysis. If you like my content, do like, share and subscribe. And remember to join my Telegram group to receive the latest news about Singapore properties. And not to forget, Lentor Central is going to start its preview on the 21st of February and launch on the 8th of March. So if let's say you would like to arrange for a viewing at the show flat, you can reach out to me and I'll be happy to assist you. So till then, bye!